Yo, what is good YouTubes? This is your boy in the NYC, it's me Ray, and this is the EDC, that is the Everyday City Carry. Today we are gonna take a look at this guy. This is the Liong Mah Field Duty EDC. This was loaned to me by Eugene Kwon, so I'm gonna do a video on it so I can get it back to him. This video is brought to you by patreon.com/everydaycitycarry. Do you want to see Kelly and me look at some crazy videos, talk about them, possibly get into fights with each other? Does a titty pop out? Do we show some feet? Who knows? It's Patreon. Head on over, support your boy and your girl on patreon.com/everydaycitycarry. Let's talk about the aesthetics of this thing. Pardon the little lotion hands on the Monoblock G10 there. Now the aesthetics, this looks very simple on the outside. When you look at it, you'll see the ceramic detent ball, the ceramic ball in the pocket clip that is clearly signs of a high-end production. Once you flip it open, that is what you're looking at on the back right there. Check that out. Just really simple, not a knife that is aesthetically striking to me on paper or on Instagram, but once you get this guy in your hand, this thing is freaking cool, okay? I'm gonna talk about the transition from the Monoblock G10 to the titanium. It is seamless. I don't feel anything. There's no gap there really, and I really appreciate that, especially for this knife, which you can get for $260 on Knife Center. That's kind of crazy. So what is Monoblock G10? Well, monoblock definition is made in one block or casting. How to use monoblock in a sentence. Stole that from the Merriam-Webster.com site. Basically, I took that interpretation as this is one solid block of G10 fashioned into this shape and, you know, put in with this titanium here. And I just think the marriage of the two is done really well on this knife. The designer of this knife is Liong Mah. Now, the Blade HQ says Liong Mah is a custom knife designer based in New York City, New York. His knife creations are beautiful in function and safety. However, on Knife Center, it says Liong Mah is at the cutting edge of evolution. He's collaborated with some of the industry's best designers, and his work is the epitome of tactical art. Mr. Mah is based out of Palm Bay, Florida. But if you check out the Knife Joker, it says Liong Mah's background is as a pastry chef based in New York. Here he used knives as daily tools of his trade, so he became very accustomed to getting the best out of his knives. After having learned CAD for 16 years now, Liong has been bringing his ideas to life and also has been lucky enough to work with many of the top knife designers and makers in the country. Now, I just know Liong Mah. I don't know him that well, but I know he has that beef with the Fuller Fanatic right now. That's kind of like the hot shit. But I do like his designs. I'm gonna just say that right now. Now, on the blade, you have LMAX. Check out the beautiful shape right there, which I'm not gonna explain, and we are gonna test the cutting performance of this later. Bowler Udelholm produces more than just the famous M390 steel. Consider LMAX if toughness is high on your list. Excellent strength and toughness are balanced with a very good sharpenability and corrosion resistance. LMAX is an amazingly well-rounded steel. When you take all of these factors into consideration, LMAX can be found in many Microtech knives. So says the Blade HQ. Now, you guys know this is manufactured in Reate, or maybe you didn't, and I'm telling you right now. When I think of Reate knives, I just am gonna expect like really higher end production, something slightly higher than We Knife Co. But this is just a perfect example of that. I don't get a lot of knives in hand of this caliber, and the fit and finish on this is absolutely impeccable in my opinion. It's just really nicely finished. No hard edges or anything on the scales, no hot spots really. You do have a little bit of a poke right there, but it's like you have to really scrape that, boy, and you're not gonna do that. You're just not gonna do that. The jimping is done really well on this, nothing too aggressive, and yeah, fits really well in the hand too. This is the Ergonomics in the small fishbowl hands right here. You got this little choil area in the front here. and you can get this basic grip like this. Just very, very comfortable in the hand. We're gonna talk about the action too. So the preferred method for me is the Spidey flick or middle finger flick method. That is the easiest. This kind of drop shuts. I just fucked it up right there. Kind of drop shuts, but you gotta really depress or disengage that lock bar to do that. And then you've got the drop shutter on your thumbnail, which is why my thumbs are so fucked up. That is the Kelly making noise in the background. As you can see, I can do middle finger flicks with the left hand as well, even though I fucked it up right there. I had to put a little bit more force in this one. You could use the thumb roll, but it feels kind of awkward to me to do it that way, as well as the kind of Spidey flick, and I can't fucking do it right now. Jesus. There you go. It's just awkward for me to do it that way. The middle finger seems to be the best operation to disengage or engage, deploy the knife actually. The action's very good. It's very addictive. You're gonna flip this one a lot, especially if you're a middle finger flicker. That sounds really rude, but I'm talking about knives here. Let's zoom in on the pocket clip a little bit. That's how high it is gonna ride in the pocket. That little ceramic ball doesn't help with getting it in and out of the pocket. I'm gonna show you right now a little bit. Maybe I'll get up for this one. That is what it's doing on my frayed jeans right there. My jeans are frayed as fuck. All right, oops, and I just missed it right there. Look at that. I do have a pocket sheath in here, so it's kind of a tight squeeze, just like your mom. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, look, check that out right there. That is your tension. And even with frayed pants, it's doing pretty well. Almost forgot to test the cutting power of this thing. Let us try that right now. So how do I feel about this knife? I mean, is this, you know, let's do the 5-point rating system on this guy, right? I'm probably gonna give this one a pretty high score because one, you're getting LMAX, you're getting monoblock G10, not just regular G10. I don't know how much better that is. It just looks really premium to me, and at a price point of $260, that's kind of lit, bro. That is litty like a titty, dude. Because this is a really nice knife for that price. I don't know how many other knives I can name at $260 who can deliver this fit and finish, this steel, premium scale materials, the ceramic ball, I keep calling it the D10 ball, the ceramic ball on the pocket clip, just all the high-end like features, you know what I mean? I can't put my hand here to scrape my finger with the blade, which is something that knife companies have been slacking on. Liong didn't. So I really like this. The middle finger action is really good. You know, don't try to do it with your thumb because I fucking can't really do it for some reason. You could, but it's just not as comfortable. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm gonna give this one a go. I'm gonna say 4 out of 5 on this one. Very, very high marks, especially for the price. You can't go wrong with this. It was in stock as of this morning when I looked at Knife Center. Just a really, really cool knife, man. Shout out to Eugene Kwon of Dashboard Reviews for loaning this one to me. This is your boy in the NYC. It's me, Ray, and this is the EDCC saying peace.
Yo, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so we can squad up in the comments.